What is happening, guys? Welcome back. So you join me out for a little drive in this little Fiesta on a beautiful, crisp autumnal morning. And we're currently heading over to Revo Performance in Daventry. Now, I've been chatting to Paul from Revo for the past few weeks about remapping the car and hopefully giving us a little bit more power. So that's where we're heading over to now. I'm going to enjoy the drive over because it's a beautiful morning and this car, as it is a hell of a lot of fun. So I'll see you when we get there and we'll introduce you to the guys and find out what the plan is and how we go about getting more power out of this little car. So here we are, made it over to Revo Performance in Daventry. We're over here at their Performance Centre, which looks absolutely amazing inside. Some of their little cars lined up here that they're producing software and hardware for. Never been here before, and it's an absolutely awesome place. Amazing that it's so close to home. So, car's made it. We're going to head inside now. We've already pulled it in because on the way here, the engine management light came on, which is not the best. So they plugged it in. We'll go and find out what codes it's brought up and what problems we've got with it. Hopefully, fingers crossed, we can continue with today and get some software loaded onto this car. Right, here we are inside the Performance Centre showroom. This is the main man Paul that I've been talking to, who's very kindly sorted all this out for us. And get some nice trick software and pulling a few more ponies out of that car. Car's in and already on the lift and it's already had a bit of a health check. So as I say, the engine management light come on. So should we go and check if it's today can still go ahead?
Yeah, I think so. I think we'll be alright.
Let's go and have a look. Sat here editing this then, I realised that the radio was on in the background of all of these clips, so I can't really use them. We had 3 codes come up on the car with the engine management light. Coolant level sensor, which is because I had it all apart the day before I changed the coolant. Obviously, didn't top it up quite enough. We had a crash sensor, which who knows why that was on. And we also had the code for MAF sensor. Now, we erased all the codes, and fingers crossed, the rest of the day it was fine, and hopefully going forward it will still be fine, which meant we could move on to data logging the car, and then on with the software. We're just going to stand here and chat. And that one as well. The car has been off and driven on the road and data logged. It's just come back, so we're going to sit and read through the data log now, find out what the crack of the car is, and hopefully load some new software on. So I've never ever had anything remapped or done anything along these lines. And it's nice to see the process from people that know what they're doing. Yeah, explaining it. So data logs are here, and Paul's going to show us through what we've got.
So what we do with these is we're looking at the vehicle first of all to make sure it's healthy and to make sure that it is actually standard, because the worst thing you can do is just pop software onto it without checking these things first of all, because if it's already tuned you get into it and it feels no different.
Yeah.
It'd be a bit stuck. So yeah, what we do on the log, we're actually going out and we're doing single gear pulls. So we'll go down Mexico route and we'll go in 3rd or 4th gear, wide open throttle, and hold it all the way up to the red line. And what we then do is we have a look at the information that we've logged. So we're looking at the intake temps, the knock retard, the lambda, what it's actually asking for, what it's getting, more importantly what the boost is asking for and what it's getting.
Yeah.
And yours is bang on, in honesty. It's running 1.2 bar of boost, which is what these do standard. All the lambda and everything like that looks absolutely fine. It's asking for the right boost, it's getting the boost as well. Yeah. So that shows us no air leaks or boost leaks or lack of turbo or anything
good.
like
That's
that.
Good tonight.
So yeah, everything's looking all good on that. We're ready to bang some software on it.
Yeah, the exciting bit. It's like I said, I've never had anything remapped before or anything like that, so yeah, it's going to be an interesting one to see how different this car is with stage 1 tune on it. And I think stage 1 tune with that 100 kilo weight saving is going to make one hell of a difference around Mallory.
You're definitely going to feel it.
Yeah.
You're going past that clear.
Yeah, just be running rings this next time. It should be good. We've got a good crowd of us going on this next track day.
Yeah.
You've watched the video that I put out on Tuesday for Main Automotive and him buying his race car and me being a bad influence on him buying his race car. Apparently I'm being quite a bad influence on quite a few people that are now buying cars or playing with their cars to come on
Well,
track.
I wasn't going to do Mallory on the 15th.
And then I messaged. You weren't changing the exhaust either, were you?
No.
But now apparently that's happening.
Got an exhaust over there.
Sorry to everyone for being a bad influence.
What we have to do on these is we have to put them onto a battery stabiliser.
Right.
Main reason because of that is if you're flashing the car and say the battery's a little bit iffy on the car, if it drops too low and the voltage goes too low in the ECU,
it stops.
you're in a whole heap of trouble.
Yeah.
So we don't like that. So we put it onto a battery stabiliser, puts a nice steady flow for it, generally sort of 13-ish volts, 13.5 volts. And then obviously all the laptop everything gets connected as well, and the program will go onto it.
It's not just sitting on your drive and plugging a bit of software in.
No, proper developed software. So what this shows us is the vehicles have a individual ECU ID, which is like a software version, like you have on your phones and that sort of stuff. So on yours, the ECU ID is C1BY 14C204GA. Okay, and that is the exact file we flash onto it.
Right.
If it was an updated file, for instance, the GA would go to GB, or GC, GD, alphabetical order in the last letter on the Fords. But luckily we've got exactly the right file for it, but we only work on the latest Ford files as well. So if there was an update, we'd do an update.
Right.
But luckily this one doesn't need it.
Awesome. Right, here we are out in the Fiesta with stage 1 Revo software. Let's see how much of a difference this is going to make. Right, here we are. Second gear, let's go for the first pull. 3,500 revs, foot down. Whoa. You can feel the boost is so much more aggressive and it comes on so much quicker. And it just keeps pulling and pulling and pulling. Man, that's awesome. Considering that's only stage 1, that feels so much quicker. Thank you, Revo, for that software. Man, this is good. This is good. I think you can tell by the grin on my face. I am very, very happy with that little upgrade. That is a well worth it upgrade. Can't wait to see how much different this car is going to be around Mallory Park on the 15th. Now we've lost 100 kilos. We've gained, what, 30 odd horsepower. Quicker lap times. What do you think we're going to get down to? We did a 58.4 on the last time. What do you reckon we can get down to on the next track day? Drop a comment and let me know. See what you think we're going to be able to get the lap time down to. Man, I'm going to have a grin on my face all day. Luckily enough, we've visited 3 different fuel stations. We've now got a full tank of fuel. So we can go and enjoy this car and have some fun in it. There we are, we're done now then, and that is my time at the Revo Performance Centre, over and done with. Massive thank you to these guys and to Simon from in the workshop for sorting it out. The car's totally transformed and it's going to be absolutely amazing out on track at Mallory again. Speaking of Mallory, you're going to see these 2 boys there as well. Alex has got something new and shiny to come in. And Paul's upgrading his exhaust so it's going to sound even nicer. It's quite a big group of us going, so hopefully that video should be quite fun and enjoyable to watch. But we're going to leave these guys in peace and let them get back on with it. We'll jump in the car, drive back, see you back at the workshop. So here we are then, back up at the unit, and I've got to say that software has completely transformed the way that this car drives. And I said in the video that it was more aggressive the way the boost came on. It's not aggressive, it comes on earlier, it comes on stronger, and it stays on for a lot longer. It's just, yeah, totally transformed it. I'm so thankful to Revo for the software. And I know I keep saying it, but I cannot wait to get this back to Mallory and just see how much quicker we can go with the added power and the weight saving. So I want to just say a huge thank you to Revo Performance, Paul, Alex and Simon for working on the car and providing me with the software to unleash a few more ponies from this little beast. I'll put a link in the description to Revo's website. They do software and hardware for all sorts of different cars, so definitely consider hitting them up if you're thinking of having anything done to your car. So I hope you've enjoyed this one then, guys. I've absolutely loved it. It's been good to see another process. Not sure what we're going to do next, but if you haven't already, make sure you've hit subscribe to find out what we're going to do next to this little Fiesta. So until next time, guys, enjoy.